Welcome back. Really happy you showed up today. This is the Natural English Channel, your daily English practice. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Oliver. So glad you're here with us for another day of practice.
And for those of you joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm Sophie, the one who tries to explain the secrets of English, and Oliver is the one who asks the questions you're probably thinking at home.
Exactly. And today we have some company. Sarah is here. She's Sophie's colleague and very professional, meaning she knows exactly how to act in an office.
And of course, my dog Max is around. He's usually sleeping, but he's great for moral support.
He's the best. So before anything else, let me tell you what is waiting for you in this episode.
Because today, we're fixing a confusion that almost gave Oliver a heart attack this morning.
It's funny now, but I was very apprehensive, meaning worried or nervous, just a few hours ago.
We're talking about two verbs that both mean to say words, speak and talk.
We will see why one makes you think you're getting fired and the other makes you want to grab a cup of coffee.
I'll share a megaphone metaphor that will make the difference clear in your mind forever.
And we have a quiz with real situations to see if you can choose the right one under pressure.
Stay with us. This one will save you from a lot of social anxiety.
Speak, talk. 2 words. Formal direction, casual exchange. Precise. And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
So, Oliver, why were you looking at your resume, meaning the document with your work history, at 9 a.m.?
Oh man. So my boss, Mr. Henderson, he's a very serious guy. He walked past my desk, stopped and said, "Oliver, we need to speak in my office."
We need to speak.
Oh, Sophie, my heart dropped to my stomach. I thought, this is it. I'm fired. I started thinking about all the mistakes I made this week.
And did he fire you?
No, we got into the office and he just wanted to tell me about the new schedule for next month. It was totally fine.
But you felt the weight, meaning the importance or seriousness of that word speak.
Exactly. If he had said, "Oliver, we need to talk," I would have felt much better. Why does one feel like a funeral and the other feels like a chat?
That is the perfect question. And to explain it, let's use our metaphor.
I'm ready. Megaphone versus coffee table.
Exactly. Think of speak as a megaphone or a podium.
A megaphone, like at a protest or a big speech.
Yes, when you use a megaphone, it's a one-way street. You are sending information to an audience. It's formal, authoritative, meaning sounding like you have power, and serious.
Oh, so when my boss says we need to speak, he's standing on a podium, he has the megaphone, he's going to tell me something important.
Precisely. It emphasizes, meaning it highlights, the act of speaking itself, not the conversation.
Okay, megaphone equals speak, serious and one way.
Now, think of talk as a coffee table.
I love a coffee table. It's low, it's comfortable.
Right. At a coffee table, people sit together. It's an exchange, meaning giving and receiving information. It's informal, social, and spontaneous, meaning happening naturally, not planned.
Oh, so we need to talk feels like we are sitting at that coffee table. We're going to share ideas. It's a conversation.
Exactly. Talk involves two or more people focusing on a topic together.
So let's practice. If I'm at a party, am I speaking with my friends or talking with my friends?
You are talking with your friends. You're at the coffee table. You're sharing stories, laughing. It's a casual exchange.
But if I stand up at the wedding and give a toast, meaning a short speech to honor someone, then I am speaking.
Yes, now you have the megaphone. You are speaking to the guests. It's a formal direction of words.
This is so clear. Megaphone equals speak, coffee table equals talk.
And this is why Sarah, who is in the office with us today, always uses speak in her emails.
Sarah, do you really do that?
Sarah, as me, says, Oliver, In a professional setting, I prefer to say, I would like to speak with the manager. It sounds more significant, meaning important, and respectful.
Wow, Sarah sounds very authoritative. She definitely has the megaphone.
She does. If she said, I want to talk to the manager, it sounds a bit like they are going to gossip, meaning talk about other people's private lives.
Oh, so speak adds a layer of respect in the office.
Often, yes. Can I speak with you is the professional megaphone. Can I talk to you is the friendly coffee table.
Okay, but there's one rule I always remember. We say, I speak English. We never say, I talk English. Why?
Great catch. That is a fixed rule. When we refer to languages, we always use the megaphone. We speak a language.
Because I am issuing the language?
Exactly. It's about the ability to produce the words. I speak English. I speak Spanish. It's the megaphone rule for languages.
But can I talk in English?
Yes, we talked in English for 2 hours because that describes the conversation at the coffee table. The how was English, but the what was a talk.
Whoa, nuance, meaning a very small difference. I speak English, but I talk in English with you.
You got it. You're getting really good at this.
I'm trying. My brain is at the coffee table right now.
Good. Now, let's look at some fixed expressions because these two verbs live in a lot of idioms.
Hit me. I'm ready.
Speak of the devil. Have you heard that one?
Yes, it's when you're talking about someone and they suddenly appear.
Exactly. You were speaking about them, and there they are. It's a bit formal and dramatic.
Speak of the devil. Megaphone drama. Got it.
How about talk someone's ear off?
That sounds painful. It means someone talks too much, right?
Yes, they stay at the coffee table way too long until your ear is tired.
My aunt does that. She talks my ear off every Sunday.
And actions speak louder than words.
Oh, a classic. What you do is more authoritative, meaning more powerful than what you say.
Perfect use of the word. And talk shop?
Talk shop. Is that about going to the mall?
No, it means to talk about work when you are not at work. Like when Sophie and Sarah go to dinner and start talking about office projects.
Oh, you are talking shop at the dinner table.
Exactly. Speak of the devil, talk someone's ear off, actions speak louder than words, talk shop. Learn them whole.
I will definitely talk shop with Sarah later, but I'll use the megaphone just to be safe.
You are right. Error check time. 3 common mistakes.
I'm focused. Let's do this.
Wrong. I need to speak to you about the movie we saw.
I need to talk to you about the movie we saw. A movie is a casual topic for the coffee table. Speak sounds like the movie is a serious legal problem.
Exactly. Wrong. How many languages can you talk?
How many languages can you speak? Language is always the megaphone. It's about the ability.
Correct. Wrong. He talked at the conference for an hour.
He spoke at the conference for an hour. A conference is a formal event. He was at the podium with the megaphone.
3 for 3. You are a megaphone master.
And a coffee table expert.
And before we move to the quiz, I want to say something to everyone watching.
Go ahead, Sophie.
These words are very close. If you say, "Can I speak to you?" to a friend, they won't be offended. They might just think you have something a bit more serious to say.
Right. It's about the vibe, meaning the atmosphere or feeling of the conversation.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to use them. Language is about connection. If you're at the coffee table or the podium, just keep the words flowing.
That's encouraging. I'm ready for the quiz.
Quiz time. I'll give you a situation and you complete it. Max is watching, so don't let him down.
Max is awake. He's looking at me. Okay, I'm ready.
Situation 1. You are at a very formal business dinner. You want to address the CEO.
I would say, "Excuse me, may I speak with you for a moment?" Megaphone, formal, respectful.
Perfect. Situation 2. You just saw a hilarious, meaning very funny, video of a cat, and you want to tell your friend about it.
I'd say, hey, I need to talk to you about this video. Coffee table, casual, sharing a laugh.
Great. Situation 3. You are at an international airport and you need help in your native language.
I'd ask, does anyone here speak my language? Always speak for languages. Megaphone rule.
Spot on. Situation 4. Your neighbor's dog, let's call him Buster, has been barking all night and you need to have a serious conversation with the neighbor about the rules.
This is a bit serious. I'd probably say, we need to speak about Buster. It's serious, it's about a problem, megaphone.
Exactly. And if you were just asking the neighbor for a recipe,
Then I'd say, can we talk? Because it's friendly.
you nailed it. 4 out of 4.
Max is proud. He's wagging his tail.
You know, speak and talk are like the two rhythms of our life.
What do you mean?
Sometimes we need the megaphone. We need to be clear, professional, and take a stand, meaning to express a strong opinion.
Like when we speak up for what is right.
Yes, but most of our lives happen at the coffee table.
The talks, the small moments, the laughter.
Exactly. A good life is knowing when to pick up the megaphone and when to just sit down and talk.
I like that. I'm definitely a coffee table guy most of the time.
I think we both are.
Come back to this review and say these phrases out loud with us. Speak, megaphone, formal. I spoke to the manager. Do you speak English?
Repeat after us. Speak.
Speak,
Speak.
the formal direction, the megaphone. Talk, coffee table casual. We talked for hours. Let's talk about it.
Repeat after us. Talk.
Talk,
Slowly. Tuck.
the friendly exchange, the coffee table.
You guys are doing so well. And if there's a pair of words that makes you feel apprehensive, leave it in the comments.
We read every single comment. Your questions are how we choose our next episodes.
They really are. Sarah and I love looking through them.
And go watch our last video. We talked about few and little.
The power of a single letter to change your optimism.
It's a great one. The link is in the description.
And if this metaphor helped you feel more confident today, please like and subscribe.
It helps us reach more learners at the coffee table and the podium.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Go talk to a friend or speak to a crowd. Just keep using your English.
Goodbye, everyone.